Established by educator MARION Kingsbury in September 1938, Kingsbury is the oldest nonprofit educational organization to address the needs of children and adults with learning differences in the Washington, D.C. area. Built on the foundation of MARION's innovative tutoring programs, Kingsbury has spanned across 80 years of enriched history by flourishing into a full-service center that has transformed the lives of students and families through the decades.
Congratulations, Kingsbury. I'm delighted to be a part of our 80th anniversary celebration. MARION Kingsbury would be very proud that we are continuing the tradition of supporting students who sometimes struggle with their own learning.
Kingsbury embraces and celebrates all ways of learning. Our students feel secure here. Students at Kingsbury learn how to identify and advocate for his or her learning style. No two students are alike, and at Kingsbury, no two learning plans are either. We get to know each student and fit learning to support them individually. Whatever it takes to help the students learn, we will do it. Students first. This is the new definition of learning.
Before I came to Kingsbury, I really didn't know how to read. I barely could write my own papers. I would have to have help. I would go home and have meltdowns because I didn't know how to do things at my old school. But when I came to Kingsbury, it changed my life and it made me blossom into the person I am today.
My name is Joshua Mongardini. I've been going to Kingsbury for 13 years. My learning disability is ADHD, which sort of makes things complicated in terms of focusing. Kingsbury has, in many ways, helped me overcome the difficulties of my learning disability. I've been able to showcase my art and film around here and work with Mr. Litton, the photographer, and also that Kingsbury is open to anyone's art form.
Every Kingsbury student has a personalized learning plan that is designed to support and challenge the student with a focus on growth and development. Educators collaborate with our on-site clinicians to push in and pull out of the classroom to ensure that every Kingsbury student builds his or her academic skills and provide the support and strategies to enable them to thrive. Students are supported so they can dare to try new things, take intellectual and personal chances, and have the confidence to excel.
My name's Afra Abdullah. I came to Kingsbury from 2005 to 2011, and I graduated from Kingsbury in 2011. I first came to Kingsbury because I had auditory processing disorder. So what that is I didn't really comprehend everything I was reading, and also like my long-term processing of like information. Kingsbury really helped me. I had speech pathologists, I had tutors, and I had a lot of like reading comprehension, and so they helped me get my reading level up. Moving forward, going to like grad school and pursuing a career in media, I really look back at Kingsbury for just helping me be a stronger communicator and also just knowing how to communicate with other people.
We started raising our grandson, my wife and I, from 2 weeks old, and we had him up until the time that he finished Kingsbury as a 12th grader. And we noticed when we had him in other schools, particularly public schools and Catholic schools, he had a learning disability that we could not get on top of. And one of my friends told me about Kingsbury and try Kingsbury. And immediately when we took him to Kingsbury, he was impressed with the environment, but mostly impressed with the individualized attention that was shown to him. I think it was the smaller classrooms and the interest that the teachers had helped him to develop, first of all, his confidence, his self-confidence, and it was a very rewarding experience the 3 to 4 years that he was there.
Kingsbury provides a teaching and personalized learning framework to include interrelated keystones of enrichment clusters, STEAM approach, out-of-school learning, and on-site clinical services.
Before I came to Kingsbury, I was in a public school where the classroom was big and it had 20 students in one class, which it only had one teacher, so they didn't have enough time to go to each student and help them. So when I came to Kingsbury, they placed me in smaller classroom settings, which helped me improve in areas I had trouble with.
And Kingsbury really changed me with my dyslexia and ADHD, because when I first came here, I felt the positive energy, and the teachers were very interactive with the kids.
One of my favorite things about Kingsbury was that it's smaller than most schools, so I mean smaller classes and smaller clubs and stuff.
Back in my old school, our teachers wouldn't really come to us and help us if we didn't understand the work. We would have to redo the lesson. But here at Kingsbury, people will help you personally to know what you're working on and how you could do better.
And they're able to focus on who needs help and when they need help, and they can tell if someone's struggling, and yeah, it's pretty nice.
I just really love Kingsbury.
Learning happens both inside and outside of the classroom. Kingsbury students learn to apply the concepts learned in the classroom through hands-on, practical experiences. Students engage in authentic learning activities inspired by their interests and passions. At Kingsbury, we believe in a student's ability to learn. We believe the obstacles students face are surmountable. We embrace our role in bringing out each student's capacity to excel, and we keep working until that happens.
Without Kingsbury, so many of these students would not be where they are today. Kingsbury enabled me to grow as a person, to understand the students and the families who make up this wonderful community, and to really be a part of other people's lives.
As we look forward to the next 80 years, we will continue to support students living in and transforming the 21st century. That's Kingsbury Inspired.
At Kingsbury, barriers fall away, doors to possibility open, and lives are transformed.
I think of 4 F's for Kingsbury. I think, first of all, the word faith, which is believing, and it taught my grandson to believe in himself, to have faith in himself. And in addition to the faith, it taught him the focus, because when he went there at the beginning, he had a problem focusing. But I think because of the individualization, he was able to focus, which means concentrate on the task at hand. And then in his faith with his focusing, it added to his footing, being steadfast and unmovable. Kingsbury gave him an anchor, so he kept his footing, which ultimately, when he left to go to college, it was his future. His faith, his focus, his footing helped solidify his future.
The Kingsbury Center is committed to continuing its mission of providing a transformative, educational, and social experience for students with learning differences through the decades.
We are Kingsbury!